Hi everyone, welcome to Watch It Played. My name is Rodney Smith and we're here at the GTS Distribution Come and Play Day in Atlanta, 2016. I'm here with Stephen Bonacore from Stronghold Games.
Rodney,
Stephen,
how's it going, my man?
It's
How
going
are
wonderful.
you?
It's going great, you're here.
This is the first time we've been on camera together, I think, right?
This
Oh,
is-
that one time with Vassal, but
That doesn't count.
Right?
We
No
don't
way,
count
no.
that. This is the real deal here.
It's the real deal.
But
Awesome.
you're not alone. You brought a game with you.
I did, of course.
What'd you
Well, what
bring?
is it? Can I grab it without looking? I
Please.
did. Look at that one.
Very good. You're
It
professional.
is Fabled Fruit, which is by Freedom and Freeze, and in my co-publication agreement, my strategic partnership with 2F Spiele, which we now do all their games. So this year we did Fabled Fruit and Fuji Flush, which we might look at later. Who knows?
What a fantastic partnership. So I'm really
you.
interested in this because there's this fabled element to it. I've heard rumors this plays a little differently, the way the game kind of works.
Exactly. Now, yeah, we're calling it a fable game, and some of the elements of this you'll kind of think of as legacy, but
Sure.
it's non-destructive legacy is really what it is. So you don't mark cards, you don't tear cards.
Okay.
But the game starts off in a simple state.
Yes.
With some mechanics that you'll recognize and some things you'll figure out as it goes along, but things will then come out from the box or from this big stack of location cards onto the tableau, and then they'll change the game state over time.
Right, because this stack here is fixed. Like when you get that out of the box, you don't shuffle it. It's,
You do
it's
not
actually
shuffle them.
ordered based on the numbers here.
That's right.
And so over time, more of these will reveal.
Exactly.
Is that the idea? Okay.
Exactly. There are 6 locations here. This is the 7th location, which will be coming out next. In fact, not only do you have the rules, and it's a very simple 4-page rule set,
Right.
we have a glossary of all the locations. So you only need to learn these 6 locations to start with, and then as they come out,
Okay.
you can turn the page. But specifically, you don't really want to look too much at these right now because that will
That's part of the fun,
ruin the
discovering,
game.
yeah.
It's going to discover. The game will be able to play uniquely 22 to 24 times. Freedom ran simulations.
Yes.
He's a mathematician. He ran simulations. So you have this unique experience for 22 to 24 plays approximately, and then you can reset the game from the beginning
And go through it again.
and do the whole thing again.
Right.
From the middle, you don't want this action, you don't like this one, you can do the entire thing again, and it just, boom, sorts back the way it was.
Really intriguing.
Really, really interesting. A very new thing. We're calling it a fable game.
Okay.
This little story will be told over time.
So can you tell me what's the theme here? What do we, like, we're in the jungle, it looks like.
We're animals in the jungle. We're all these animals in the jungle, and it's a jungle full of luscious fruits.
Yeah.
And we want to collect these fruits, mix them together into wonderful juices. And that's it. It's lightly
Yeah,
themed.
yeah.
Very cute little components. You'll notice that, by the way, what we're seeing on this side of the board is
Yes.
everything that's in play right now. This is for more players. And then over here, these are components that we're not using right now because there's no reason to use them. They're not part of the game system yet. As the locations go down and as they come out, these will take part in the game.
Okay, makes sense. So some things being teased here a little later down the line. Okay,
Teased
very nice.
down the line. So we're, like you said, we are, thematically, we're animals and we're collecting these juices and other
We're collecting the fruits,
forest.
right? And we're turning them into like these magical, mythical juices.
These
or
magical,
something?
mythical juices. That's exactly what we're doing. So we have set collection and action selection is really the base mechanics, and then other things will happen.
Well, do you think we could go to the table and maybe give a quick example of a couple turns, show people how it works?
Almost like you thought of that beforehand.
You
Yes,
think?
let's do that. So right now we have these 6 locations, and each one has a unique action that can be taken. Here's a basic one: just draw 2 fruits. So you would just draw 2 fruits off the deck.
Okay.
Right here is exchange 1 banana for 2 fruits. I'd have to give the other player a banana, and they would give me 2 fruits of their choice. So there's lots of interaction between the players. We're actually obviously set up just for 2 players. But another thing you can do on any given location when you arrive
Yes.
is that you can mix a juice. So the fruits at the bottom will show you what is required to play, to discard,
Right, from
to
your
then
hand,
from
yes.
your hand
Yeah.
to then take that card. And now you're 1 point. You've scored 1 point
Yes, we've
on your
created
way
the
to
juice.
5. You've created the juice.
Sure.
It's bottled up.
All right.
And in a 2-player game, you need 5 juices
Right.
to win, and it goes in 3, 4. It's
Depending on the number of
4
players, you need a certain
players.
number of the
Exactly.
juices completed. Okay.
Exactly. So, we want to take a sample turn?
Sure, and we've
Why
kind
don't
of
you
already,
go?
we've advanced things a little bit as if we're already sort of into the game a
We
little
have
bit.
some cards.
You've got a little more fruit than I have, so I'm going to try to collect a little more fruit. I want to come to where you are. You're the snake.
That's right. I'm red. I don't know if I'm a snake,
think
but I'm
you're the
playing
snake.
Stronghold red.
I'm going to waddle over here as the turtle, because this one's going to let me, as you said, draw 2 fruits from the stack.
But I'm already there, which means you owe me a fruit.
What?
That's one of the mechanics in the game. Once you come to somebody else, you owe them a fruit. So please give
And
me a
if,
fruit.
what if there's multiple people there already?
You owe multiple
Oh,
people
my
fruits.
goodness.
So that makes it so that lots of people are not constantly going to the same, same
Makes me
location.
go, okay, well, maybe I want to go over here because it's just a little too expensive right now.
Exactly.
Right?
But not so expensive. Only one fruit. Thank you.
I'll share some fruit. I
appreciate that.
I will give you this strawberry.
Strawberry again.
And then I do get to take my action, right?
You do.
So I'm going to draw 2.
Now he draws his 2 fruits.
Oh, right. I am looking good here.
Looking good?
I am looking pretty good.
All right. So guess what I'm going to do?
What?
I'm going to move my snake, over to the offer 1 fruit to everybody card. However, I'm not going to take that action. Rodney was so good to me by giving me this card, which is, by the way, I'm using it as the wild. It's just called a smoothie in this case. And I've got 3 bananas.
You had the bananas already.
I had the bananas already.
So
how just amazingly that happened, right?
So wonderfully.
I take this card, I place it in front of me, and I'm now that much closer to my victory condition of 5 fabled juices.
So when do we see more stuff from this stack?
Right now, in fact. So, like we set that up. So once you take something off of there, there's always going to be 24 cards in the
right, because each
tableau.
of these stacks is 4, right?
4 exactly. Yeah. Now you take one of these and you add it as another location. This is the 7th location. Discard 2 pineapples from your hand to get 5 fruits. Nice and powerful, but you got to collect some pineapples obviously to do that.
And to complete this one, look, you can just almost use any type of fruit, but then you need 6 of them.
You need 6 of them, so you need a lot, but it's great. It's all wild fruits.
And the next time someone completes, then we take this one off, and because it matches, it goes.
That's right. The next once you would have gotten one, or I got another point. This just goes here.
Yeah, to be clear, on my next turn, just so people don't think I'm not any good at this game, I actually also drew into exactly what I needed. We did not set that up.
Oh, did we not?
There's the 3 coconuts, and then I would use the banana there. So then I would be taking this.
You would take this, you'd be that much closer, and then I already put that there. The second one would go there, and then that would continue. There'll be 4 of those, and then we'd have another location.
The 5th one would actually start a new stack.
A new stack again. At some point, of course, say all of these have been taken, so then we just shuffle them around and move them around, and this action would be gone forever from the game. So we'd never see this action again unless we happen to reset to the beginning.
Okay, right. So let's say we play a game, and of course, we'd love to keep playing more and more games, but time's busy. I gotta fly back home, and so how do we stop? Like, how do we make sure we can set up again? Do we just keep the stack as it is?
We keep this right. I mean, once you're ready to end the game, or I won the game, of course, because I would have won. You would simply take this. You put them in the plastic bags that we supply you, leave them in this order. Even if they did get out of order, they're easily to reset. You put them into the plastic bags. You take all of the locations and the stuff that you've already done, and you put them in a separate bag. Just keep them in a separate bag, and you're ready to start the next game from the top again.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy. And again, if you said like, wow, now I really understand the game, let's start it again, boom, you just start the whole thing right from the top if you want. So, a legacy element, but we're calling it a Fable game because it's completely not destructive and completely resettable at any point in there.
Right, and you said, give or take, about 20 plus games to get all the way through the stack, right?
That's right, and to see everything, you would take about 22 to 24 on average games.
Yeah.
And every one will be different, and you're exploring a whole new system as things go along. Really cute artwork too.
Yes.
Great family weight game. The gamers in Essen were going crazy for this. It ended up in the top 10 on the Geek Buzz at number 9.
Awesome.
This is definitely a contender, sort of for a Spiel des Jahres type of game, which would be wonderful.
So how many people can this play?
This is 2 to 5 players.
Okay, right on.
We even have components for 6, but we didn't put it on the boxes. Maybe the downtime might have been a little longer for that. So
sure, but you had a fast group, maybe that
absolutely
works fine.
could. Yeah. But 2 to 5 on the box plays in, what did I say, 25 minutes approximately.
Sounds right. I mean, from what I've seen of it, it looks like you kind of move at a nice clip. And when is this going to be available?
This is available in 2 weeks from our recording here on November 9th.
Okay, so look for that in 2016. Stephen, thanks so much for a great overview.
Thank you, Robbie.
And for letting me have my moment here. I also put through too. I didn't look so bad as a player. Appreciate it.
Thank you,
Real
buddy.
pleasure. And of course, to all the rest of you, until the next episode, thanks for watching.